I'm sitting here with the Norwood LM30 Sawmill. We just ordered this sawmill about a month ago, and it took about 1 week to get here. Actually, about a week and a half. It was shipped out within 1 week out of Buffalo, New York. This mill does have the trailer package and the 4-foot extension, so it's a total of 16 foot long, or cut 16-foot logs anyway. And we've got an unboxing video for you here that's just a basic opening the box and looking and seeing what's in each one. Kind of gives you a brief rundown of how it ships, how it comes palleted, and what's in the pallets, and what to expect when you receive yours. So stay tuned. Is going to be my unboxing of the new Norwood LM30 Sawmill. It's a band sawmill. I've had one before. It was a LM29. I sold it some years back because we had 2 sawmills, but we had a Timber King also. But this is the new Norwood LM30. I guess it's like the upgrade of the 29, but got a few more accessories and things with this one. I'm going to sit here and unbox everything and show you what everything is, and I'm also going to do an assembly video. So I think there'll be separate videos. It just depends how long this one is and how long Dookie can work. So Dookie's my dog. All right, let's get started. All right, we're going to do this one-handed with a nice, dull, safe knife. This plastic wrap pretty darn good, and I might just save you the time because it's hard to do with one hand. So all right, so I ripped all the plastic off, and I just want to show you what all comes on these pallets and how it's packed. I did get the trailer option with this one, so there's the axle and the tires packed in there pretty good. That's a lot of mill on 2 pallets. So the only damage I see right offhand is this dust boot for the, or grease cap, whatever you want to call it. Dust boot, grease cap, grease boot. So it looks like it hit. I didn't do it with the Bobcat because I picked it up on the other side. But Bonnie noticed it when I set it on the ground. It's probably run into something somewhere, but not a big deal. Those things pop right off. I'm not worried about it. It's not going to be like something I'm going to call and a fuss about. I mean, those things are cheap anywhere. So just pop that one off and replace it. That's the one pallet. Here's the second one, which I kind of opened up on this one last night a little bit just to look into it. There's the engine, Briggs & Stratton. I got the Briggs & Stratton with electric start. I think it was 13.5 horsepower. I can't remember. I already opened this top box, which was very light. It's all your plastic covers and the tank. I'll pull things out one at a time and kind of do a short clip of each one, but that's a lot of boxes, so we'll see. I found a book. It's the free ultimate guide to portable sawmilling. It's I guess it has lots of information, different ways to cut logs, etc. Oh, it's got some plans for like tables and things. That's kind of cool. Oh, that's neat. Cabins, sheds. Quite a bit of cool information in here. I don't think this is the instructions though. Kind of a cool book. I'll check it out once I have the mill made or put together and assembled and ready to cut something. We got fenders. We got a sawmill cover. We got saw blades, but I'm not going to open those yet because I don't want those things springing out all over the place. And there's more blades. There's blade tensioner, throttle handle, and slides and guides. It's like plates and brackets for the decking. Looks like we got some jack mounts, and we scored an extra set of dust caps for the axle. That's cool. So I'll have to go buy another one. Maybe they expect that to happen with the axle since it hangs out so much in the crate. Either way, that's really cool. Those look like jack mounts. We got tires and one of the cant dogs, the small one. I should have some extras, or an extra. I'll throw that cant dog in here. I did order an extra one, so hopefully we'll find it somewhere. I think this is the blade lube kit, or the automatic lube kit, because there's a bracket and a cable and the lubrication hose for the blade. So we'll see. Yeah, I think that's the auto lube. Cool. I thought I already found this, but maybe not. In the box with the covers and the tank is my hose kit for the tank, blade guide, or the measurement guide, some more brackets, and hardware. We got quite a few of these boxes here with the same serial number on them, so I'm guessing those are part of the frames or bunks or something. I did order an extra bunk for this thing just because I want to be able to do some short logs. Give me a second. I'll open this up and let's see what's in here. Yeah, that's part of the frame or trailer frame. I don't know yet. Oh, that's bunks. Okay. Or maybe not. Yep, it is. Or not. Maybe that's extra bunk. Either way, we'll figure it out. Okay, all those boxes that were the same are jacks, I think. I've got 4 here. Well, there's 3 boxes. Maybe they just... Let's see what we got. I should have 8 jacks, I think, because I did get the 4-foot extension as well. And there's... Okay, so there's 2 jacks in that one. And the jack mounts. And... brackets for the jacks, and then I've got a couple more in here. So let's see, how many do I have total? 1, 2. Oh, you know what? Some of these are probably for the roller bunks, I think. I don't know. Once we get it out, we'll know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe one's for the tongue. I really don't know. I think I come in 9. Oh, okay. So that's 3, 6, 8. All right. So that's correct. And I thought those other things earlier I pulled out were the jack mounts. These are the jack mounts. So the other ones are the dogs. Let's see those right there. Those brackets those are for the dogs, I assume. These are the rollers for the quick roller system, or whatever you call it. Quick roller dogs or those things. Can't remember what the proper term is. Rapid dog and rolling system. There we go. Let's continue. More jack stand mounts. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Since it's a small box, I won't cut the video. We got tail lights and wiring. Tail light brackets. Cool. Need those. And just so you know, I did order the trailer kit with the lights and the fenders. The rapid rolling dog system, I ordered that extra. I got extra the cant dogging clamp, that thing. What else? The loading system. I got the loading ramps and the little hand winch. Of course, I mean, we got skid steer, so really didn't need it, but you know, nice to have it if you roll up on some logs somewhere and you don't have your bobcat with you. So let's continue. And this thing is, I'm not sure yet. I think it's part of the, I think this is part of the gantry. I'm not sure. We'll find out shortly. And the axle just, it's, you know, it is just sitting on top of the boxes, kind of cocooned around everything when it's wrapped up. And these things were like completely fully wrapped in plastic. So I cut the plastic off that one last night, and I stopped myself because I wanted to do this video for you. So continue this morning. And this is square tubing. Looks like part of the frame. I'm not sure. It's like 1/4 inch thick steel tubing. So put that right there. Here is the winching system. I wonder if that square tubing is part of this, possibly. So there's our cable, and this thing detaches on the side, takes it off. I think it swings away. I didn't have this on my last mill, so. And there's the winch, or the hand winch, which will be replaced with a ATV winch, so make things much easier. And you'll have to follow my videos later because I will be adding a power feed, not a store-bought one, but one I'm going to put together myself. And we're also going to try to figure out if we can set up the power up-down feature. So I've actually got a bunch of parts I'm going through right now to try to get all that set up. So we're going to get this thing together and working manually first. Bunks, bolts, and framing. More bunks, bolts, and framing. Oh, look at those cute little leaf springs. They're so cute. And this is the very short, let's see, it comes up to my thigh, just above my knee. Very short cant hook. Maybe it'll work okay. I already have some, but this came with the essentials package that came with the 10 extra blades and the cover, which is something I really like. As the cover is, I think it's an important part of the order. If you get anything, get the essentials package, because you are going to need blades and you really need to put a cover on it, because the mill's, it's an outdoor mill. It's made for the outdoors and, you know, the rain and things, but you know, that plastic and all that stuff fades, and you know how it is. Your paint, your fade, your everything, and your blade rust, you know, if you let it sit out. So if you don't have anywhere to park it, or even if you do, keep condensation off of it and weather off of it, just get the tarp. Get the essentials package. It's fairly cheap. Comes with 10 blades, a cant hook, some spare parts, and the cover. So, and this cover covers the entire head. It doesn't cover the entire sawmill, but it covers the most important part. You're not really worried about your sawmill. You're worried about the engine and the blades and the pulleys, everything there. So that's your main thing. It's a nice little cover. Same cover I had on my last one, and it was a wonderful addition. And I tried not to go down the road with mine on, but I did it anyway. It never shredded or come apart. But kind of kept weather from beating on it going down the highway too. So anyway, let's continue. And this one is the loading ramps. Just nice little grippy spikes. Oh, look at that. It comes with wood, plywood. Look at that. You can throw that on the laser and make something cool. Not. Just cut my own wood. So that was just one of the loading ramps. There's another one here somewhere. More bunks, framing, and bolts. We're getting down on this one pretty good. There's the other loading ramp. Here's more framing with the trailer hitch and chains, and more bolts. Man, there's a lot of bolts. This is going to be fun. Here are our roller toe boards. They have an instruction of their own, I guess. Size bracket and rollers. I had this on my last mill. They are a must. If you don't get anything else, get those, because they will save your butt cutting trees It's nice to have both front and rear. That's what I got here. But if you don't go for front and rear, at least get one on the rear, because you can always level up the back of the tree to the front if you know, as far as the height, because you definitely need one on the rear. And you can make one, you can use a jack, and you can do all the other stuff people do, but man, these things save you so much time. These are the manual ones. They come with a little bottle jack, which is in here. Oh, well, it's in here somewhere in this box. Hold on. All right, there it is. So you got a little handle, a little bottle jack, a little hydraulic bottle jack, pins and all. That's the bracket, and these rollers go inside here. They are so nice. There's a shaft. But that's one of the greatest things about this whole mill, is having those on there, because leveling up your log is very important if you want to get good cuts and waste less lumber. But another important thing is, when you load a log on there, and especially if you're using the manual ramps and winch, if you can't get the log on there exactly perfect or right on the bunk you need, once you jack these up off the bunks, or jack the tree up off the bunks with these things, I mean, you just take one hand and push it forward and backwards and line it up to the mill. So if you're like hanging over a few inches on a 16.5 foot or 13.5 or 12.5 foot log off the end, you can just jack it up and roll it forward. Makes life easy. Just get them. More frame or part of the carriage, I'm not sure. I think that's part of the carriage, or the gantry, or saw head. We got some dogging clamps, bags and bolts, and I like these things. These are nice with a little split so you can catch your cants on the edge. I see people not utilizing that, and I think they just hadn't been milling long enough. Bingo, look what we just found. Check it out. But there's the belts. There it is. This rusty thing here. Well, I could have sprayed something on that. And the instruction book. So now I'll know how to put it together. These are rollers for the gantry, belts, bearings, all kinds of goodies that I don't need to lose any of. There's a cable for the head lift. There's the tension spring. That's for the belt adjust, or the blade adjustments. Those little plastic wheels, we'll find out. Oh, that's for the blade wiper. All those goodies. So, we're picking these out one piece at a time, putting this thing together soon. So, we'll continue. I wonder if the instruction manual tells you not to open all these boxes, but like do them in a certain order. Oh well, we're just gonna open them all. I kind of know what everything is, so if it goes by box number, then that doesn't do me any good anyway. You can kind of tell what parts are parts, or what. And if I can't, we'll figure it out. If we put it together wrong the first time, at least we'll know what's wrong, right? Bunks, bolts, and a little friend. I don't know if he came from Canada or somewhere else. Oops, I think I pulled his leg off. Oops, sorry little guy. Well, his leg's still alive. It'll grow back, his head and all, you know. And we have the carriage itself, the lower part of the carriage. I think this is where the bearings ride on. The mill sets into here, those sliders. So this rolls up and down the frame rails, I think. These are the cool round back rails for the carriage. Those will go on the back side of the gantry for support. Now, let's see what we got here. This is, I think, the top back rail. There's the scale. And more stuff. More gantry stuff. We're getting it down to, we've already got all the way through this pallet. Yeah. We got a few more boxes. We got a battery box, battery cables, and I don't know what this is. Maybe it's bearings. No, it's a pulley. That's the pulley that engages the clutch, or engages the blades. Right here we got wires. These are like limit sensors. I know there's those. What are those? They look like limit switches. I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? That's the emergency stop. Those are actuators. I bet they shut the engine off when you hit that. Oh, we'll find out. But the coolest thing is there's a battery box here and there's actually a battery. I wasn't sure if this thing was going to come with its own starter battery or not. I didn't see it in the manuals or the online stuff. So, but there it is. Maybe I just didn't read it. Maybe it is in there, but I was curious about that, and now we know. We have a battery. We don't have to go buy another battery. There's the Z-axis or up-down slider rails and the pipe for the hand crank to lift it up and down. And I think we have 2 more boxes left. I have some sort of angle iron. This one's pretty heavy. And we actually have 2 more boxes now. I didn't see the other one. There's 2 stacked on top of each other. Let's get to it. This box is the bottom of the engine mount, or the top of the gantry. Oh, so there's actually 2 more boxes now. We're almost there. Both of these boxes are the same. They're those frame rails, part of the frame that laminate together. They're pretty heavy duty. You see them on online, and you look at the pictures, and the steel looks thin, it looks weak, and a lot of these sawmills look the same. You know, as far as the steel they use, it's all laser cut steel and CNC formed with a ice bender, but this stuff is pretty heavy. So this is like, what's that, number 10? It's pretty thick, it's pretty heavy. So our 10 gauge steel, I guess 10, 11. So it's pretty good stuff. The mills are a lot heavier built than you think they are. They do move around a little bit on you, but nothing to worry about. They're pretty solid. When you're cutting a log, they don't move. So yeah, I think the wimpiest thing I've seen so far is the tires and the leaf springs, which they're not going to be carrying too much weight, just the weight of the mill. I wouldn't load it up with trees and try to haul it. You're not trying to load your skid steer on the mill or anything and haul it down the road. So it does fine. It gets it around where it needs to go. Those tiny tires, I don't know if I'd take it down the interstate or anything at any kind of speeds. And I don't really know if these trailers or mills are classified as a trailer or a farm implement. I haven't seen anybody with a tag on them before. So that's one thing I was kind of wondering about. I don't know the laws of the road as far as sawmills go, but I'm thinking it maybe just fall into the category of a farm implement. And but I have seen the little reflective triangles, like on the back of the tractors, like that one there, right there. I have seen those on the back of them, and I think I may do the same thing, just so you know, if anybody questions it, I guess, you know, just say, hey, that's a farm implement. It's part of my tree farming. So I don't know if anybody knows about the laws of a sawmill trailer. Please comment and let me know. Thanks. And FedEx just came. Let's see what we got here. No, it's not part of the mill. I think I know what it is. It's our Harvest Right freeze dryer silicone mats. And where's my knife at? All right, found my knife. Let's see if we can't lose a finger. I'll try not to anyway. Let's see. Oh, I'm not trying to cut anything in here. My knife was in my pocket, by the way. Oh, here they are. Hot diggity dog, a box inside of a box. So I know this is not related to the sawmill, but it kind of is anyway. It's part of our homestead, so this is one of our things that helps the farm out. Freeze-dried vegetables and freeze-dried candies and fruits, and they're awesome. But there is our silicone mats for our Harvest Right freeze dryer trays. These are non-stick mats that keep stuff from sticking to your trays when you put candy and things in there. Keeps them clean. And we order these from a company in Idaho called Sunblessed Farms, and a real good buddy of mine works there, or he's part owner. And if you're interested in freeze drying or getting into the freeze dry business, you can go to freezedryershop.com. It's his website. And Dustin Hutchinson is a great guy. He's a super cool guy. He maintains the machines also, and I've known him for a really long time. We used to work together back in the oil fields and the diving industry, diving on oil rigs and stuff back in the day. But yeah, if you're interested in Harvest Right stuff, I know this is nothing to do with sawmilling at all, but I figured I would throw a shout out there for my buddy Dustin. freezedryershop.com. Check his products out. They have great service and excellent people to talk to. So that's that. Let's continue with this mill. Okay, there is one box left I did not open. That was the engine. Kind of didn't open on purpose because I didn't figure it was hurt or damaged, because the box looked good. But there's our engine. This is the Briggs & Stratton. I just got the standard engine that was offered with it. That was 13.5 horsepower, if I'm not mistaken. 13.5. Let's see. Those blocks should be on the side of the engine. If I can get the plastic off. I can't. Briggs XR. So anyway, it's an engine. It's a 13-ish horsepower. So, yeah, I think it'll do the job just fine. I could have opted for a larger motor, but the Honda didn't have electric start, and I can't remember the Kohler. I think it did or didn't. And just for the extra cost and running these before, this engine is going to be fine. It'll do fine. More horsepower is great, but 13 horsepower is fine too. I mean, that's quite a bit of horsepower. It'll cut them logs. I think my 29 had, I can't remember what size engine. It had a bigger engine on it, but either way, this will be fine. If not, we'll change it out. Hell, we'll put a Predator motor on there, 25 horse or something. We'll see. We got the boss here now. We'll see if he approves. What do you think about it, Dookie? Huh? What do you think? I bet you can't wait, huh? Dookie? You ready to put this thing together? You gonna help me? You gonna be a good boy and help me? And get a treat? Huh? Yeah, you know what that word is. And we got a chicken joining us too. A couple of them. So, all right. If you got any questions or comments, leave them below. That's such a cute little short cant hook. Oh well, it'll be easy to haul around on the mill anyway. You don't always need a huge one. We have the rollers too, so that'll help flip logs a little better than just your basic. So anyway, that concludes our unboxing. We have a huge mess we gotta clean up. Still gotta clean up my mess from moving one of my shops, so got things on our tarps and stuff everywhere, but soon we'll be cutting wood and building some buildings or some sheds and things to put everything in. I was gonna say my first build is going to be a sawmill shed, but we'll see. Maybe not. But I will be building one. And I will be modifying this too, because I've seen other people having these issues with this head here, clogging up. So we'll probably just cut this center out. Hell, I might cut them all out. It'll help the sawdust flow a little better. Keep the head from clogging up. But yeah, that was the unboxing. I know it's messy and probably not as graceful as you'd, expect from unboxing, but kind of left everything in the boxes to keep the bolts and things together because I do not want to lose bolts. That sucks. I will take everything out of the bags and I'm going to place them all kind of in order how I need to build them. And I'll probably just throw all the bags of bolts in one big pile. We'll see. But that's it. I thank you guys for watching. And stay tuned for the assembly video, because we will be doing that. Thanks.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it. And you can also subscribe to our channel to keep up to date on the future videos to come, including more videos with our new Norwood Sawmill.
Or if you don't like it anyway. Subscribe. Thumbs up.